so I did an XRD scan afterwards. The initial mineral that I found that it matched to is a sample found in the mines of Iran. So this right here is a William III shilling silver, same diameter, and it matches the designs to AT. Wow, something shocking just happened. Emma Culligan just uncovered an artifact that rewrites history, buried deep in the soul of Oak Island's Lot 5. This find isn't just another piece of treasure. It could prove that ancient travelers reached these shores long before we ever imagined. Tune in, because if one small coin could change everything, imagine what else is still waiting beneath the surface. The ancient coin that shouldn't exist. On a quiet patch of land called Lot 5, something got pulled from the dirt that could change everything we thought we knew. It wasn't just an old coin. It might be a door to the past. Not just any past either, we're talking ancient stuff, way back in time. But before anyone could truly understand what they had unearthed, the ground beneath them trembled, as if the past itself was waking up. Let's start from the beginning. This wasn't your usual treasure hunter. We're talking brains, training, and tools that make her more like a science wizard than someone just poking around in the mud. She studied at Memorial University, where she got all her metal and digging knowledge. And she's not just about books, she knows how to use tech. Real gadgets, stuff that zaps, scans, and tells you secrets hidden in lumps of metal, that kind of thing. While everyone else was hauling up wood and guessing what it meant, she was looking deeper. She took this weird old coin that got pulled from Lot 5 and ran her tests, not just a quick look either, a full scan. What came out was wild. The coin had 70 parts copper and 16 parts lead, but the light layer is about 99.96% lead. Pretty pure, with 0.02% copper and iron. That's not what modern coins are made of. This mix screams ancient, not new. It doesn't belong with soda machines or parking meters, it belongs in history books. She figured it might be Roman, not a copy, not fake. A real piece from the Roman times, that's between the years 200 and 300, that long ago. Imagine something sitting in the dirt all that time, just waiting for someone to find it. And she was the one who found it and knew what it meant. If it really is Roman, there are big questions to answer. What was it doing here? People back then weren't supposed to be crossing oceans and landing on this island. If they were, that throws a wrench into everything schools teach. This little coin might be proof that people from across the world were here long before we ever guessed. Now, think about that. If one coin can shake the story, what else could be down there? Tools, clothes, maps, anything. The island could be holding way more than we thought. Maybe it's not just about pirates and hidden gold. Maybe it's about lost travelers, ancient explorers, people who came here with plans that got buried with them. She didn't make a big speech. She didn't jump up and down. She let the facts speak. That's her style, calm, focused, straight into the science. She showed the numbers, the metal makeup. She walked the team through what it meant without fluff. That's why people listen. That's why fans are filling up the internet with her name. She's become the go-to brain on the island. Other folks stake, she decodes. Her lab tests turn mystery into meaning. People online are saying she's the sharpest one out there. She doesn't just chase stories, she proves them. This isn't the first time she's helped either. Emma's been there through earlier seasons, using her scanning tools and sharp eyes to break things down. She finds little clues that most people would walk right past, and when she looks at them under her machines, they turn into something real. What's crazy is how quiet Lot 5 looked before all this. Just another patch of grass, really. But now it might be the most important spot on the whole island. It's already giving up coins. Who knows what's next? Maybe broken swords, maybe rings, maybe something nobody even knows how to explain yet. When the team came back for season 12, they had fire in their eyes. Last year was a bit of a mess with some dent ends and gear problems, but this time they weren't messing around. They found a new shaft near the money pit, that famous spot people keep going back to. They think it might lead straight to the treasure, and right beside it, Lot 5, that's where Emma made her big find. That coin changed everything. And the person who found it, she's just getting started. More than treasure, it's not all about the coin, though, it's about what the coin means. If this place is stuff from the Roman Empire, then it was touched by people who lived before modern maps were even made. Long before big boats and compasses. That idea is huge. It means the island might have been a secret spot for way longer than we guessed. She's got this quiet power. Doesn't need to yell, just works. uses machines that test metal, looks at scratches on old things, and tells you what tools made them. Always finding ways to bring new science into the dig. Her tests are clean, her results clear, and her instincts sharp. People watching the show notice. They've been saying it for a while now. She's the one they trust, brings real proof, makes the mystery feel possible, not just dreams, but facts. That's why the fans keep growing. Back in the lab, she breaks things down, takes tiny flakes of metal, and finds out what century they came from, tells if it came from Europe or if someone made it nearby. That kind of info helps the team decide where to dig next, saves time, money, and energy. Emma, fantastic detective work. I mean, there's a million coins out there, and to have that match like that is really cool, very impressive. Her reports are like treasure maps, but written in science language. Others on the island bring different skills, big machines, digging gear, old maps, and stories passed down. But when something important turns up, they always end up at her table because she gives answers, real ones, and explains them in a way everyone gets. Even though she's newer to the show compared to some, she's made her mark fast. Came in with fresh eyes and tons of drive, not afraid of mud, long hours, weird finds, and when the weird stuff shows up, she's usually the first to figure it out. Lot 5 used to be quiet, now it's the loudest spot on the map. Everyone's watching, and she's right at the center, tools ready, brain on fire. That quiet confidence that says, there's more down here, I know it. The rest of the season is still unfolding, more digging, more scanning, more puzzles, but now everything's different because of that one little coin. That one moment when she cleaned it off and saw something no one else did. There's talk now, serious talk, about changing the way you look at the island. Not just as a spot for buried treasure, but as a landing place for ancient travelers, a meeting point for different times and different worlds. Her find kicked the talk into high gear, and now people aren't just guessing, they're asking. Could other coins be nearby? Are there tools from old armies? Could we be standing on top of a secret buried for nearly 2,000 years? The idea of Romans walking on this island sounds wild, but then again, finding their coin here already happened, so maybe it's not wild at all. Maybe it's just the truth peeking through the dirt. She's got more work ahead, not done, not even close. The island still has more to give, and with her gear and sharp mind, she's ready to find it. One thing's for sure, when the history books get rewritten, her name will be in there, right beside the maps and the coins and the dates, because she didn't just dig up treasure, she helped uncover the truth. Something massive just went down on Oak Island. She found something hidden deep below the surface that isn't just another piece of old junk. This one's different, this one matters. It's not just shaking up the team, it's turning everything upside down. What she uncovered doesn't just add to the mystery, it opens a brand new door. A door nobody even knew was there. From the second she joined the crew, things started moving in a new direction. She came in like a storm, quiet, calm, but ready to shake things up. She's not out there randomly digging holes, hoping something shiny pops up. Every step she takes is part of a plan. Every skin she runs, every chunk of dirt she lifts, it's all leading somewhere. She reads the land like a storybook, and now that story just dropped a wild twist. The coin was big, but what she found next, even bigger. Emma's breakthrough on Oak Island. She doesn't mess around with guesswork. She brings in tech that's next level, machines that see what eyes can't, tools that measure, scan, track things no one ever thought to use before. With these in her hands, she's not just finding things, she's unlocking secrets. The island's been hiding stuff for hundreds of years, but she's getting it to talk. The thing she found didn't look like much at first, just a small object, partly buried, half forgotten. Though where most folks might have walked past, she stopped, looked closer. She noticed markings, tiny lines, faint symbols. Most people would have missed them, but not her. That's what makes Emma different. She sees what others ignore. And what she found in that moment wasn't just old, it was important. It told a story, a deep one. This artifact is more than a cool find. It's a piece of a puzzle that's never been solved. We are seeing some quantities of gold. It shows gold. Yeah, it's there. Historians, treasure hunters, and curious minds had all tried to put it together, but nobody had this piece. Emma found it, and now everything's changed. And she ran it through all the tests. It is 98% iron. It's got a bit of silicon, aluminum, manganese, calcium, sulfur, phosphorus, which is all indicative of the furnace type or the technology that was used. I do agree with Carmen saying that it is older. She checked the material, measured its age, compared it to known records. Every test came back with something wild. It's older than anyone expected, and it lines up with stories that have always sounded more like legend than fact, stories about explorers, secret groups, and hidden maps. Now, those tales don't seem so crazy. It's not just the find that's blowing minds, it's how she found it. Emma doesn't just search, she studies. She compares soil layers, notes the direction of buried objects, tracks water flow over decades. She doesn't rush, she pays attention, and every detail leads her closer to something big. This artifact, it might connect to ancient travelers, people who came here before the island was even on most maps, people who left things behind, hoping someone would find them later. Until now, no one did, but Emma did, and that changes everything. The Oak Island team has worked with experts for years, but Emma's work stands out. She's not just following old maps and digging where others have dug, she's creating new maps, new paths. She's using science to ask different questions, and she's getting answers. Fans watching from home noticed it right away. Posts started popping up, photos, theories, excitement. Emma isn't just another expert on the show, she's a spark. She brings energy, curiosity, and a focus that makes every episode better. People aren't just watching for the treasure anymore, they're watching for Emma. But what if the truth Emma finds isn't what she expected? What if some stories are better left untold? Would you keep searching? Comment below, like, and subscribe for more.